Okay, sorry, my bad. Wow. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Sorry. Craziness all around. Um, of course, we get a bot that follows, so I have to ban the bot right away. And actually, Sensei Hidokiri is a good dude. Sent me a whole list of that shit, and I have a feeling some of the ones that followed that previously weren't on the Twitch Insights page. I have a feeling we're on that list, and I haven't actually gotten around to check it. I should have last night. I was so exhausted last night. I actually didn't sleep at all. In all honesty, what do you call it? Open the pages, please. I slept. I went to bed at like, God, it must have been like 10:30. Can you please fucking open this page? Oh my God, sweet mother of Jesus. Oh, it's all the Haas ones. That makes sense. Yeah. Which is one I just banned, but yeah, I mean, what are you gonna call it? What was I gonna say? I had to ban one, and then I had to post on every Discord and everything, so it's been kind of crazy. But we're here. We are ready to go, and it's time for driver career first, and then we're gonna do the F1 team. So we last did the F1 team. If you remember, that was our stream on Thursday. Of course, that was at Portugal, at Portimao, the new track. Just released in F1. We dropped one position from 13th to 14th after that race result because Vettel overtook us, but we didn't score any points. We had a pretty tricky race with the rain and everything, but we came home in P13 in that race, but Vettel finished leapfrogged us into P12, so he's ahead of us on countback. And yeah, I think, what do you call it? The mic's probably a little bit too close to my mouth, is what I think right now. But anyway, I think I still like hitting the wind into the mic. So, but then of course, the more I put it away from my face, the lower it is, and then the game volume's already pretty loud. So we're just gonna have to compete with it, I guess. Anyway, yeah, it was an interesting track, but then we are gonna continue with the driver career. So the driver career is next. We are leading the championship in the driver career, but it's a tricky race. It's a very tricky race. It's Monaco. It's the most difficult track all year round, and it's round 3 of the F2 championship. We're trying to get up to F1 in the driver career. We're not attached to an academy, but we're leading the two Carlins of Daruvlaha and Sonoda, as you can see, and we're leading the Constructors Championship as well by a single point. So Mick Schumacher, who has also shown some pace, he had an unlucky race in race 2. We kind of, I believe it might have been race 1. I believe we clipped his wing off in race 1. He finished outside the points in the feature race, but he's collected points, so he's up to what, P6, I think it said. But we're here. Monaco is the track. And look at the sprint race right away. Rain for the sprint race. So feature race should be dry. Practice dry. Qualifying dry. But the sprint race is going to have some wet weather in it. So that's definitely something to look out for. I need to kick this over to data. Thank you. Bam. I need to lower the volume on it. Hello? Thank you. Jesus. I need to... Oh good, Jose's live with CSGO. Stop by Jose's stream real quick. On the mobile, lurk in there, give him the support he needs. He's a very, very good dude. But anyway,
Remember, we have a number of practice programs to run. It'll be very beneficial for the team if we do these. This is the only session remaining to do them, so let's get on that pronto.
Now the tires for this weekend are the softest compound that Pirelli will have. They are the P2 and the P1. So the soft and the super softs are available this weekend at Monte Carlo. So let's just take a look.
I'm just going to warn you now, Lowe's hairpin is not an overtaking opportunity. Unless you're leading, you're probably going to be tempted to try up the inside on lap 1. That's a good way to lose a wing. You can barely get a car around there single file, so don't cause an accident there, okay?
I'll try not to, Jeff, but no guarantees. So that's the weather for the practice. Fine. Qualifying, we've got overcast, but should be dry. You can see here that mainly just overcast, and track and air temperature pretty much stays the same throughout. I mean, there's not really...
Track is quiet right now. Let's get out on track while it's clear.
Feature race. Let's go into the feature race. Of course, it can last no longer than, I believe, an hour. I think the sprint race is limited to 40 or 45 minutes, so... pretty dry conditions, actually, as well for the feature race. So no threat of rain at all whatsoever. Pretty dry all the way through. That's good. That's what you want. Of course, it's going to go up to 120, but still no rain forecasted. And then the sprint race, heavy rain for the opening 5 to 10 minutes. You can see. Then the rain kind of lightens up for the next 5 to 10. So that's something to keep an eye on, of course. Let's see, when does the rain stop, if ever? Just looks like it stops 45 minutes, and so right towards the end of the sprint race, the rain stops. So interesting. The sprint race is going to be very, very wet, very, very tricky. So, and then of course the sun comes out, but that's well after the sprint race. 90 minutes should be well after the sprint race. So, all right. Here are the practice programs that we have to run. Tire management, drive a clean sector, incur below average tire wear, keep all tires below target temperature for the entire lap. For the qualifying pace, optimal second sector time. DRS in all zones. There's only one around Monaco. And then 2 meters of a racing line, and then race strategy, beat the average speed in the speed trap. Attack the corners and achieve competitive corner speeds, and drive a clean sector. So we're going to start with qualifying pace.
If you need to find some more time, remember that corner exit is more important than corner entry.
Yes, Slow thank you. I don't need it. So, yep, it's going to be... This is just a difficult track, man. This is just not an easy track. I need to pause 1 second because I need to bring up that so I can keep an eye on some things. No heroics into
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
The DRS all zone, fast sectors, and the racing line is what we need to do here. And we're already 3/10 off the pace. Did not have a good lap 1. And we are already way off the racing line. So, tell you what, let's actually skip the replay and just retry the practice program right out the gate. Let's just have another go.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
I want to race cautious around here, but I need to hit these practice programs. Oh, right away, I hit the wall is what I hit. My God, thankfully, it's not the speed trap here. It's very loose, but it's very bumpy going down into there, so that's to be expected. So she doesn't have the steer that I'm looking for. I must have to be quicker on the brake going into the braking zone here than the racing line suggests. Wow, what's happened to my lap time? Wow. Just wow, I'm fucking slow around this track. And I plunked the wall. It's gonna be a lot of, you're gonna see a lot of rewinds here, guys. A lot of flashbacks. Nah, too loose there. Decent, but too loose. Invalidated lap time. There's no way. That was good, but I'm 2 seconds off where they want me. I didn't get a fast sector too.
Okay, test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
We are going to have to run it again. We'll come back to that test, though. So, we'll come back to qualifying, but only 2 out of 5. We'll go to tire management now. Man, can't be that slow around Monaco, really. Wow. I mean, I naturally am. This is not a good track for me, as much as I love the history. I get annoyed at the track's difficulty, but also like it comes with the territory, so I try not to get too annoyed at it. But
this test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
again, the delta's bad. Delta's not too bad here. It's always the qualifying pace ones that I have trouble with. Although that hairpin just does me no favors. Eighth in the speed trap. And I'm barely ahead of the Delta right now. There's a clean sector. Gotta get the tire wear down. Which we are purple at. That'll be good. That'll be good. Bang!
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
All right. So that is the tire wear one done. So very nice. As
so far,
I have to ban
fastest
another
lap is
bot.
a 1:23.5.
Bang! There we go. Another one gone. So, tire mender, what did I not get? Keep all tires below average. I didn't nail that one? It didn't look like I had the tires cooked. And the temperature was 120, so it's pretty high, but let's get the race strategy one in. And then maybe we'll come back and try the qualifying lap one. I already know I'm going to absolutely be a stinker at. The game's predicting I will qualify in P22, which,
okay, we need a few
to be
solid
fair,
laps
at
here
Portugal,
to help us calculate a
when
good
I did the
race strategy.
qualifying practice program at Portugal, it did the same thing. It said I was slated to finish or qualify in 22nd. I wound up qualifying P16 because like I squeaked into Q2. Nah, that's not good enough corner there. Another bot bites the dust. Yeah, I know, right? Just fucking all over the place, these bastards. Sensei Hidakiri, which you might have seen around, he's one of the moderators of this channel. He sent me a whole list of the Haas ones that I have to take care of when I get time. I'll probably be tomorrow night after the league race. I can't remember where we're racing tomorrow night either. I might have just scraped the wall there.
No issues with tyre wear for
I
now.
didn't, thank
Keep
God.
taking care of them.
And if I did, I got away with it. Ooh, she's loose. Competitive cornering speeds around fucking Monaco? Are you kidding me? What's competitive about the Lowe's hairpin? Like, bruh. My lap time's terrible. No, not Hosspot. It's the Hoss. It's like H-O-S-S. I did say Haas, didn't I? I meant H-O-S-S, the Hoss-spots. That's my accent coming into play there. That's my terrible accent coming into play. Nah, I didn't fucking... Okay, I didn't corner cut there, but whatever. No, I did. I clipped the wall there too. Fuck, man. Monaco be difficult, bro. The only problem with this is the lap times are going to get more. They're going to get tighter. They're going to get lower and lower. Yeah, I know. I'm just
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
my accent's not great. I already know. But yeah, he sent me a whole list of. It's like a 3-page list. Oh man, this track is just... I'm gonna struggle, my man. Although I'm still fastest so far. And I think I got the competitive cornering speed development boost, which I'm kind of shocked at. Data. Data. Yeah. Here's the thing. I used to listen to British radio all the time. And I used to listen to, like, I'm talking like I listened to British radio religiously for about 10 years. And I like a lot of sports that tend to be loved by Brits, motor racing, mainly Formula One. Obviously football, rugby, cricket. So their pronunciations have totally slipped into my vocabulary at this rate. Like,
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
that was a good lap. I invalidated the shit out that last lap. I cut the shit out that corner. Up the hill. I saw an overtake right here in AOR. There was an overtake right here into here. I was like, and it was clean too. No contact. I was like, oh my God. Overtake of the season. I think it was Ripson on Jan Fehler in the EU League. It was unbelievable that they went side by side up the entire hill. All right, off to work for me. Don't bend it into the wall. Gonna happen. Have fun at work, Pink. Good luck, man. I've improved to 5th in the speed trap. So I'll take it. As DRS, baby.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
So we hit the target score. That's good. Aiken's second right now in practice. Interesting. All right. There's, I struggle there. I struggle there. That low's Harbin, and then I think it's there's Miraboo and Mirror Hot, I thought. And I think it's Miraboo that I struggle with.
Nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Oh, vehicle condition. He's not said anything. He's gone. Jeff's gone quiet on me. Jeff's totally ignoring me. I'm getting the. Ah, man, I'm lost so much speed. Slid the tires there a bit. Back tire slid some more. I just hear them skidding like. Whew. He's still going quiet on me. Man, that chicane, Novel chicane. That one I don't mind too much. I do miss it sometimes. This one, I know, of course, this is a swimming pool chicane. This one I don't mind too much. That second chicane, and always, because it's so bumpy going down into that chicane. It's just hard to control the car going into the chicane. But that should be the practice program done and dusted.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
So Schumacher's going up to second, by the way, in practice. So let's look at the times. By the way, if you're not subscribed, you are probably going to get hit with an ad very shortly, about a minute 30 away. But I didn't get the beat the average. It's the speed trap that's killing me on this one. It's everything that's killing me on this one. I just can't get
so
the
far,
time.
Our fastest lap is a 1 minute 23.0.
So I did a 1:23.0. Mick is 0.6 back from that, and they think despite this, I'm going to qualify P22. Okay. The session theoretical best is 1:22.9. I am not the quickest in Sector 3. That's Guan Yu Zhou. And I am just barely not the quickest in Sector 1. That's Mick Schumacher, actually. But I gain in Sector 2, actually. Sector 2, I'm
The car
7
settings
tenths
screen on your
quicker, so
multi-function display will allow you to change settings as you drive.
I should just be like this and be like, shut
Display
up.
with the
Oh,
MFD
Jeff's going to talk over
You
it
can
anyway.
then
Okay.
navigate up setting you want to change.
Just keep doing that to get Jeff to shut up, but race strategy, I can't beat the average. We're going to go for, let's go for the tire management again, because I think I can nail this. I actually think I can get this fifth, this last, the qualifying pace I already know I'm not going to get. Like, I already know I'm fucked there, really. So, if you've missed any of it, we've, any of the career modes so far, by the way, we have been running replays. If you've missed them, of course, everything's up on YouTube. The only thing I lost was the feature race in Spain because of encoding issues and shit like that, but I want a temperature not greater than 120. I also need to pick up some time here. I think I need to rewind that. Or actually, yeah, this is fine. I hit 120 on the front right. That was just fucking terrible. That was just absolute ass, those series of points. Just barely kept it below 120 there. I need time. Don't have a ton of it. Didn't get nicked for corner cutting there. I was surprised that because the first part of that chicane, I didn't really take that clean. I just smacked the wall though, going down there. So let me rewind it to about here. That time I did. Had my eyes on I had eyes on the temperature, and I didn't pay attention enough to cut in enough. I might have done it. I did.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
The speed trap, I don't think I'm going to get either way, by the way, because I think the speed trap one, I think particularly with this qualifying pace, oh no, optimal second sector. I can get that. I can nail that. So we're going to go out and grab that one. So even if we don't succeed in the qualifying pace, in terms of the pure pace itself, we can succeed at grabbing the development boost, which I don't think is particularly. I don't think they do anything in F2. I don't think the development boosts really give you much of anything in F2. I just think they're there for you to get used to running. I don't know. But here we go, qualifying pace again. At least trying to get fast sector 2. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get the pace, period. They want a 121 out of me, and I think my fastest is a 1. I mean, the session theoretical best is a 122, bro. Like, how are we going to get a 121? When the session best is only a 122. Wow, man, that just didn't grip. Just did not grip. Here's that sector 2 that we need to be quick in. There we go. Wasn't clean, but we're actually not too far off that pace, all things considered. I mean, that pace is a second and a half quicker than the theoretical session best right now. Ah, I locked it. I didn't break it hard enough. This is not a bad lap by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not going to be good enough for
program over. But
the
that
program. But it's a 122.4, so it's 4/10 better than the theoretical session best. So did we get the development boost is the question.
Our best
No,
lap so
we
far
didn't.
is a 122.4.
So the theoretical session best is a 122.3 now, and it's still half, maybe 6/10 of a. No, it's a full second slower than what they want in the qualifying pace time. That's, what? Jeff, I'm about to have a word with Jeff. I'm about to be like, Jeff, what the fuck is wrong with you, Jeff? You want a lap that's a second better than anything any car could theoretically do right now. Like,
161.9 miles per hour.
bitch, please. We're going to run the racetrack because I want to beat that average speed trap. But I think that is going to be it. We only got 6:44. This is going to leave us about 4:44 on the clock. Maybe less than. Then practice is going to be over. Tire wear around here, not great, because Pirelli says, hey, use the softest compounds that we have available. And you can see these softs have done, what, I want to say 21 laps. It's actually not too bad. So that's counting in laps and out laps, by the way. I've only maybe booked 11 actual laps, I want to say. Of course, Bennett right into the wall. Right. How many assists do you have on? I have racing line and interlock brakes and traction control. That is it. If you count gearbox, I have manual with suggested, but it's not, to me, it's not really an assist. I mean, I guess it kind of is an assist, but suggests what gear you should be in, but it's still a manual gearbox. Like, I am an idiot because I didn't shift down into first gear. I got all the way down here. What's up, by the way, Gawkrix? How you doing, man? I gotta make you hold on a second, Gawk. Everybody hold up a second. Everybody hold up. I'm doing good. How are you, mate? I'm doing great, actually. Nah, don't do it yet. Well, I've done it. I've done it, mate. I've done it. Okay. Okay. Slipping and sliding through that part of the track, but I don't think I got the speed trap boost this lap, but maybe next one. We'll see. I don't have much time left though. 3 minutes in. Not much time at all.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Yeah, I'm not a great racer, Doc. I'm pretty slow. Has to be said. I think I did. What was the time I did it in Portugal? Or no, I think I did it in. Yeah, I think it was in Portugal. I did like a 109, and I sent that to Fizzy, who is part of the coordinators for the. He's a coordinator for the Americas League for AOR, and I said, "How slow is this?" And he goes, "Qualifying time, it's really slow." And I said, "No, I did it." Oh fuck. I said 109 Pog. I mean, I sent it to him. And I said, "How slow is this?" And he says, "Really slow." So I was like, oh, he's like, "I said qualifying time really slow." And I said, "No, I did it in the race because I did. I nailed the 109. It was like a 109.8 or something in the race." And I said, "No, I did it in the race with about 30 laps of fuel in the car." And he goes, "It's not that slow." I'm like, "Okay." Wait, which track? I did that at Portimao, which is Portugal. This track. Well, first off, in an F2 car, there's no way you're getting 109 around here in an F2 car. So, yeah, and I did that 109 at in an F1 car.
You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
So I'm going to get about 2 more laps, and then the practice program is going to pretty much be over. Of course, I would pound the wall there. When I did this race in the league, in the online league I'm in, this was one of my 2 DNFs. This and USA were my 2 DNFs. But USA got put out though. I didn't, like Monaco, I crashed the car myself. USA, I got put into a wall. For Portugal last time, Lewis Hamilton's was a 134. No, maybe it was a 129. I can't remember what I said. Where did I hit the wall? I hit the wall down. Oh yeah, I hit the wall in the tunnel. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like Spain or something. I don't know. I told Fizzy. Hold up. We're gonna look it up. Hold up. I am gonna look it up. Do you know Motorsport Manager? I do know Motorsport Manager Oxbar, who's not here right now. Where's AOR? Where's AOR? Fucking hell. Okay. I think we were talking in PC General. Oh my god, we talked so much in PC General. We talked about CS:GO and shit like that. We talked about old F1 games. Talked about fuck, bro. Oh my god, where did we? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it was Mexico. I'm sorry. It was Mexico, and I nailed a 119.0 in Mexico. And he said for 30 laps old in a race, for 30 laps of fuel in a race, he goes, that is actually not that bad. But yeah, it was a 119. There's a 119.0 around Mexico. Sorry. Wow, that took. I was nowhere close. So yeah, no, I was. It definitely wasn't a 109 around Spain. Spain's like a 129 for me, I think, in this game. Maybe a 133. Still didn't get nailed for corner cutting. Okay. Yeah, that's insane. Still. 119, really? You think so? I was on the soft, so I was on the quickest tire. Ooh, ooh.
That was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Rewind. She's lost it. Yeah, that was my one-line league race. It's a 119. but I think that's considered slow. I'm gonna look it up in a second. Let me nail this. Bam. Okay. Hamilton's fastest last year was 122 in Mexico. Yeah, but the game is always quicker, bro. The game is always quicker. Hold on. Let me find the Google Doc I had. Ironclad Relic, who's a really good dude. Sorry. He put together this sheet that was for F1 that included these tracks. So this was Mexico, right? What is Mexico's circuit? Hermanos Rodriguez, right? Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, right? I think that's the name of the track. Mexico F1 track. Hermanos Rodriguez. Yeah, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Maybe it's different in the game. It is. So the fastest time around Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for Mexico, the alien time, the quote unquote alien time in the game is a 112.2. Okay. 107% is considered a 117.3. So with 33 laps of fuel in the car, which is about half the race, you could actually probably axe. You could probably axe a good, fuck you call it, like second and a half off the time to consider for the fuel, right? Which I'll do, but 112.252, so that's 72.252, right? And that is divided by my 119.0, so that's 79 flat, or 79 divided by 72.292. So I'm at 109.27%, which is fucking terrible. Now, if I take the second and a half off for the fuel, that's a 117.5, which is still considered very slow. It's about 107%. So that's 77.5 divided by 72.292. I'm at 107.2% of the pace of the best cars. So, yeah, I am actually very, very, very slow at this game. So, when you consider that the top EU times around that track are going to be like
Okay, super job so
probably in the
far. We're getting
113s,
great data.
114s,
Stay focused.
somewhere around there. And I've only nailed a 119. Now, granted, that is also, again, that's race pace and not qualifying pace. So the tires aren't the freshest, like, you know, hypothetically, all things considered, given that it's not qualifying pace, if it was, I could probably hack at best like another half a second off of that. I couldn't remember what my qualifying time is. If I remembered what it was, shaking my head, yeah, I know. I was just looking at some random track. Wait, I'm an idiot. Mexico hasn't even happened yet. I was looking at some random track, shaking my head. I mean, they've raced at that track before. I actually kind of like that track. I think Sector 2 is like really fun. The last lap of the practice session. Practice is officially over. Let's go. Pop-pow! So I really have no idea. I'm just reading from the website. Oh, all right. Fair enough. Practice 1 over. I need the fan on. It's fucking hot in here already. It's getting warm in here. It's going to be warm in here all year, even though the winter is going to be, like, brutal. There we go. We're almost at tier 26 for the podium pass, and it's been out like a week.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session, then here are your top 3. Duchess, Schumacher, and Jack Aitken. Thank you for joining us for free practice today. We'll be back with more Formula 2 action very shortly.
Daruvlaha, surprisingly, down in 21st, but it is just practice. Of course, where is Sonoda? He's in P16. Armstrong P17, and Schumacher P2. So those are really the championship rivals. You remember Tsunoda, Daruvla, Armstrong, and Schumacher make up the top 5, and then it's Ticktum who's on 26. But he's 66 points back as well with Schumacher. So Ticktum did P8, and then 7th place is Guan Yu Zhou. He finished in P6. That's practice over. It is time for qualifying. All right. So and again, rain for the sprint race. It's going to be a completely wet sprint race, pretty much. It's heavy rain for like the opening 30 minutes. No, I'm sorry. It's heavy rain for the opening like 5 to 10, and then it's light rain all the way through the sprint race. So the sprint race is going to be wet. F2, yeah, we're in F2. So qualifying is next. Overcast conditions for qualifying, but no rain. So let's go. We're on. We got the super softs on. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Park Ferme. Yep, I know. Flying lap. So this is our F2 career, which I think I have in the title as well. I think I have it all in the title. And then after we finish the racing around Monaco, we'll go into our my team career, which is in F1, obviously, where we are absolute rubbish. We can't beat the CPUs because the car is, well, it's the first season for the car, so it's not developed yet. It's durable. It just isn't anything else. So here we go, qualifying for Monaco. I went in too early. I turned in too early. When are you going to get a cam? I have a cam. The problem is I don't want to unplug my mouse to use it because, first off, using my trackpad is kind of terrible. I fucking didn't shift down in the first. Using my trackpad on my keyboard is not great, and the left click on the trackpad is kind of broke. So I kind of, like, I can finagle it to get out like a few clicks, but it's shot. And the mouse is a lot easier, especially when I have basically one monitor, right? And I have to cycle between things. But then secondly, also, I don't feel like getting, I look a mess. Oh, you were on a laptop, yeah. I only have 3 USB ports. So one is obviously my headset and cooling tray. They combine into one USB port. Another is my what do you call it? My racing wheel. And then the other is the USB mouse. This is not feeling great this lap. Schwartzman did a 122. We've done a 122.1. But I think we need to go again.
Schwartzman behind. Their best lap time is a 1 minute 22.5.
Yeah. We can improve. That we've left time on the table. We're purple in Sector 1 as well, so we definitely left time on the table. 100%. I was thinking about getting like a USB extender, but I don't know how healthy that would be for a laptop. Like, am I just going to wind up exploding my laptop if I did? Yeah, wait, I think I've seen you. No, are you kidding me? I got the food belly, man. It looks like a beer belly, but it's a food belly because I don't drink beer anymore. And I don't maintain my my appearance very well. I just don't care for it. So Or I just don't care to, I should say. It's not about that. Oh, this is good. This is good. Bang! That should be pole.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
Park up right there. Return to garage. I just, nah. I just don't, I don't know. I kind of feel, I guess the older I get, the more I used to never, so when I first started casting, right, and I first met Grumpy, he wasn't a huge fan of being on camera, and I was like, why be on camera, blah, 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 you know what I mean? That's what I thought to myself. I never actually kind of discussed it with him. I think we did once, but he just said he didn't want to. But like the more, I guess, I've streamed, the kind of like less I want to be on camera. I'm just not huge on the camera. But I am going to have to bring it back. That's the only thing. People are going to have to...
We're top of the speed trap. 162.5 miles per hour.
I don't know. I just think people expect you to have one when you stream. So I think the camera will come back. I think I'll just wait till when Nerd Street reopens, which I think is going to be soon. I think the block down in Center City is going to reopen very shortly. And when I mean shortly, I mean like it will probably open in Q4. So I think you know, we're about a month or two away from that place reopening. So I think once I go there, I don't think, which is a shame because I would have loved to go back to the Poplar location, despite the parking being a nightmare. I just think it's a better location in terms of like the shops and everything that are around it. But I just think they won't open that location again. But I think when we do go back there,
to view information on your current levels of tire wear and damage, press the MSD button to open the multifunction display, and then again to cycle to the tires and damage screen.
Galil and Joe are all that's out. Aiken joins. I don't know who SAT is. Sato, yeah. Should have known that. Armstrong's out there. Sonoda's out there now. But qualifying is pretty much over for us. I think we have a quick enough lap. Joe's out there by himself. I think everybody's waiting. And then all the cars are going to come flying out the pit at once probably. Yeah, whoop, there they all are. Get a flying lap in. Let's see the times. I mean, my 22.1 might have even been good enough to get pole by itself, but I didn't want to take the risk. I thought with Sonoda not out on track yet and whatnot, I thought the real heavy hitters have not really come out. And it was good enough for pole, but only by a 10th.
Duchess, Schumacher, and Yuki Tsunoda. So, with qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Actually, 5-10. So they do qualifying in two separate sections in Monaco because there's so many damn cars. So they actually split it up into Group A and Group B. And then they just lump all of the times together for the overall grid. Just because the track is so congested. So Markelov gets P18. Not great for my teammate who has yet to score points this season. And yeah, I actually don't know because like Sonoda's quicker, but he's P3, so I don't know. Maybe it's because it's one side of the grid and the other side of the grid. We'll see. But it is Schumacher P2, Sonoda P3, Daruvla, Schwartzman, Eilot. Where is oh, the two Carlins are right next to each other. I'm trying to get ahead of Carlin in the constructors. Now we get 4 points for pole position, which puts us 5 points ahead in the constructors, but in the drivers we're clear by 41, so we're looking good in the drivers. Constructors we're clinging on. But qualifying over, it is time for the feature race. By the way, I really hope in future games, and I know I've said this before, but I very, very do hope in future games they add Formula 3/W Series. I think that'd be fantastic to do like a come up all the way from the Formula 3 routes. So. But qualifying done, practice done. We're on pole for Monaco, which is huge. That's exactly what you want. I am going to step away for like 2-3 minutes, very, very short time. I'm down to like a third of a bottle of water, and that's all I got in the room. So I need to get more water. So I'll be right back in about a minute or two with some more water, and then we will do the feature race. Okay. I'm back. We're back. Sorry for the wait. I put the tea on. Waited for the tea to get done. Of course. So, made more tea.
Welcome to one of, if not the most iconic race circuit in Formula 2. A track with absolutely no room for error. A track that requires every bit of skill these young drivers can muster. We're getting ready for lights out here in Monte Carlo. The circuit to Monaco is, for all practical purposes, pretty much unchanged since its 1929 introduction. It's strange to consider, but this 2.1-mile lap will take the drivers here around almost an entire country. 19 corners, but not that many opportunities for overtaking. Instead, this is a track that rewards technical skill. I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined once again by the GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi.
Pole sitters, basically.
Davide, today's race takes place on one of the most infamous street circuits in motorsports. What is it about this track that makes it stand out?
Alex, I'm very happy to be here. Monaco is a short track, but the wall is just after the white line. The drivers need to stay aware from the line and from the wall. And it's so important to start in the first 2 rows if you want to compete for the victory.
Marvelous, I guess.
Here are the starting positions for today's race. Duchess lines up on pole position
do that after the pizza.
with Mick Schumacher alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid,
pizza. I gotta heat up for lunch.
Sonoda, Deruvala, Robert Schwartzman,
I'll probably do that between
Giotto,
sprint race and the
Aitkit,
start of my team.
Matsushita, Dragovic, Piquet, Marcus Armstrong, and Lundgaard, Sato, Mazepin, Joe, and Artem Markelov, Delatraz, Samaya, Galeo, and Roy Nissany completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out. So let's go down to the track.
All right, that's the grid.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep
peace
the
out for now,
momentum going.
All right, Gawk, thanks for stopping by. Take care of yourself. We'll see you around, man. So the question is, which strategy? This one is 13 seconds slower, but this one, you wear out the softs pretty. I actually kind of like this one better, but just because driving on what looks like it's going to be 60% super softs, I can imagine it's going to be a nightmare, but we don't want to risk. I say fuck it, actually, we go with that one. But 9 laps, I mean, these have already got a lot of laps on them, so I don't know. If I really. So I think we do that. I think because we can shave 1/100th of a second off. But the whole point is to take a little bit of pressure off that last one pair. So that's look. It's still not. I think I like this one. I like this one better. I like this one better down here. I'm okay with that. But that is what, 57 minutes, right up against the time limit. So remember, time limit I believe for the feature race is 60 minutes. For the sprint, I believe it's 45. So, but I think this strategy's better. Roll with it. It's just not as much wear on the tires, so they have more grip. And sunny all the way through, of course. So. Although the projected, I think it's the same. I think projected wise, it's the same. There we go. Which I think is the same. It's literally the exact same. It just thinks it's going to take me 5:23 instead of 5:30. So there's no way I want to run out. Interesting. Okay. So I actually kind of like this one now because Well, it's still 60% tire wear. The softs have a little bit of better life to them. I think it's projecting this is the wear, but based on practice and qualifying, this should be the wear. So I don't know. I actually think this is the better shout. But that's what we'll roll with. And we have got a long race ahead. Let's get started.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Yep. No mechanical failures or anything like that in F2, I don't think. They don't track the engine or anything like that, so none of that until we get to F1.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Remember, this season, F2 was 12 races. This is race 3. I think race 4 is Baku, the very next street circuit, so. I think it's Baku, and then I think it's Austria after that. And I think it might be, I know the Netherlands is in there, but I can't remember if the Netherlands is race 6 or race 7 and France is in there. Like, I don't know. So, we'll see. We're reforming the grid. We're ready for race start. Guy's got the checkered flag in his hand already up there. Like, what?
Keep an eye on the lights.
Well, what about the green flag?
Will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
That's his whole job, is just stand up there. Checkered flag. There's Schumacher second, Sonoda third, Daruvla fourth, Schwartzman fifth, Eilot sixth, and I believe it's Ticknam seventh, I want to say. No, I believe it's Zhou. Guan Yu Zhou is seventh. Ticknam is in P8. Grid is forming up, so waiting on the back markers to get into their spots. Get ready. Monaco feature race time, 42 laps, and the lights are out. Now we have got a decent start. We got a decent run down the turn 1. And we're away from the pack without incident. Darubla is overtaking his teammate going down into the turn 1. He's up to third. Schwartzman is up to P5 after the start. Schumacher right on our tail. Of course, yellow flag around the Lowe's hairpin. That's customary for lap 1. Just because so many cars so close together going so slow. Keep an eye on the fuel, because I think the fuel is really going to be burned pretty quickly here. And Schumacher is right on my ass, man. Holy moly. I had him in the first sector. Now I don't really have him anymore. I got to break DRS from him. You see all the boards are out from the pit lane wall. We got fastest. That's fine, but yeah, we're burning fuel. Pretty. She did not want to turn. I don't know what happened there. She just did not want to turn. Like, watch the replay. Watch the wheel. The wheel's there, but she just doesn't turn. We're purple in sector 1. There we go. We broke the 2-second mark on Schumacher, but I feel he's going to gain on us basically from this point at the Novelle chicane all the way down. Yeah, he's gaining on us, 1.8, so he does put a little bit of time on us in this sector, kind of like the start of sector 3. DRS enabled.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
And again, I'm watching the fuel consumption very closely here because we only have an additional lap of fuel, and it is really burning off on the acceleration points around here. Doesn't more so than other tracks. And obviously this is a little bit in terms of higher number of laps, so 42. Other tracks usually about 30 some even 20 some in terms of feature length. This one is this one is 42, so ooh, I've caught the inside on the barrier down to the Novelle chicane. Clipped the rear tire on it. I got a track limit warning. Fuck me, man. It's always that chicane. I basically did the same corner there. Didn't get track limit warning that time. I'm going to make note of where we crossed the line at here. We crossed the line with 0.95.
Great work. That's a new fastest
laps
lap of the race.
Left. Another fastest lap. Remember, we are probably taking an additional pit stop compared to the rest of the field. So we need to build the gap early here. Mick has got a bit of space between him and Tsunoda. And Tsunoda, by the way, who's re-overtaken his teammate Rubleha, has also put quite a bit of space between him and Rubleha, and then Schwartzman's over a second back to Rubleha as well. So the top 5 all do not have DRS on each other. About to get my answer on fuel, and I have a feeling I'm about to not like that answer. I'm losing about 0.03 a lap, which means
we're leading our teammate by 25.1 seconds.
I will have 31 laps of fuel, which is only going to put me at lap 36, so we have got to, it's somehow, some way, save fuel. got to find a way to save fuel. Maybe the one stop is the way we should have gone. I didn't shift down to first gear. I thought I could get away with it. You really can't get away with anything around this track. Let's see if the .03 still holds true, by the way, at the end of this lap. We'll see. I mean, it's a worrying amount of fuel consumption, if that is actually the case, so. It amazes me that people can go like Ben, Team Ben Martin, can go around this track 50 times, 40 times, and not smack a barrier. Our fuel consumption was still around like 0.93, 0.92. I've smacked the wall, so. Let's look at it from here. Wow. It's 0.92 before we brake on track limit this morning. Jesus. I gotta pay attention on the road. I don't have much time to pay attention to anything else. Fuel, I can't even pay attention to fuel. I can't even pay attention to the fucking road. But I think it's gonna be tight. Like, we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have to gain a lot in the 2 pit stops that we take. Schumacher only 3.2 back. We are taking 2 pit stops, so we need to push to get that gap up. Tires are skidding quite a bit, actually. Already at 9% wear. By the way, fuel is on hard, so empty fuel mode's on hard. So if we don't finish with enough fuel, it's really the car's gonna struggle. I don't know when our pit window is, by the way. I think it's like 27, 25. 0.87 that time. So yeah, we've lost 0.8 between the last 2 laps. 0.08. So we are going at 0.04 a lap. And if I cannot get the distance between me and Schumacher, who seems to be reeling me in, I might consider moving on to I might have to do the 1 stop. Because obviously you will conserve fuel going into the pits, but I might not have a choice here. Brush the wall again because I'm looking at chat. Where'd I brush the wall? Up here? Yep. Purple in sector 2. Put a lot of time between me and Schumacher in that 2nd sector. That's where my bread and butter was in qualifying. Sector 2.
job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Gap to teammate behind is 29.3 seconds.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be a very difficult race. Not just because it's Monaco, but because I'm burning fuel like mad. Usually I don't have to worry about it in F2. At least I have it in the first 2 races. And now it is a concern. And then also Schumacher and Tsunoda have an amazing pace. Look at that. Tsunoda's 6 clear of his teammate. So, I'm trying to get more than 6 clear to Schumacher. Really, the pit stop needs to be like 30 seconds. So, F2 pit stops are slow, so the gap needs to be like 30 seconds. Right now, I'm not anywhere close to that. Yellow flag in sector 3, around the straight. Somebody blown an engine? It's Schumacher? Is it Schumacher? Look at the delta, it's really increased. Schumacher's falling back, he's 12 seconds. I think Schumacher's blown an engine. Something's happened to Mick Schumacher that has dropped him behind Tsunoda and has cost a huge gap to form. Ooh. Schumacher is about to fall behind Daruvlaha. Indeed, Schumacher is overtaken by Daruvlaha and Schwartzman. And he's out of the session. Schumacher is out of the session. Which does not do my Constructors' Championships hope any help, because he was taking points away from Carlin, who are now running 2 and 3. It promotes Schwartzman to 4th, Tsunoda to 2nd, Daruvlaha 3rd. Giotto now joins the top 5. And it's really Tsunoda and myself who are going to be fighting for this race win. Schumacher has been so unlucky in this F2 season. He has had a race compromised when we clipped his front wing in Bahrain in the feature race, and he has now retired here in the feature race in Monaco. So he has not particularly had a wonderful start to the F2 season. Of course, the wing getting clipped in Bahrain feature race meant he started well back in the sprint race, and he couldn't make up enough positions to get points there. He got points in Spain, and now he's retired here in Monaco in the feature race, which means he will start the sprint race from the back of the grid. Tsunoda 8.8 back. We are building the gap, but at what cost? Let's get a full race update.
You're leading the pack, P1. Tsunoda is behind you. Our gap behind is 8.8 seconds. They're on old softs. You have 11 laps till your pit window opens. 32 laps to go.
So we're coming into pit in 11 laps. I don't think the gap will be big enough for us. question is, do we want to stay out because overtaking on this track is so difficult. I mean, it's almost, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's certainly the most difficult task. .1 to Sonoda. Remember, we wish the gap to be 30 seconds, which it might be to Giotto, Schwartzman. It might be to Giotto and Schwartzman, really. Purple in that last sector. About a quarter way through the race. I'll take it. I'll just eat that one. Imagine cutting the corner at fucking just I get at that specific corner, like I clipped the rear end again. God damn it. My ass is so fat, I'm smacking it against all the walls. Car got booty so thick she can barely move. Woo. And the F2 cars are actually thinner than the F1 cars. That's the funny thing. Driving around here in F1 cars is just a fucking nightmare. Oh god. Okay. We've almost built the gap back to Giotto. A little too early on the inside there, but we kept it out of the wall. Tell you what, that was a pretty quick take of the other hairpin. And I've lost the car, and I've got to rewind.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I slid around the Lowe's hairpin pretty much, but then this turn, I lost too much control of it. And the tires are starting to degrade a bit. Like they are about a third of the way through the shelf life.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
FPS drop there. Oh man. So it's still only 9.8. I think we got to extend. I think we got to go to the alternate strategy here. It's going to have to be plan B.
The gap to the car behind is 10.0 seconds.
Not big enough for at least the time for the pit stop. I'm gaining on him, but he's just so quick. Like, he's got 9 seconds practically between him and his teammate. Like, that's how quick he is. Oh man, she's just sliding all over the place. I'm gonna lose a lot of time going down in that chicane. Yeah, he's cut down between below 10 seconds again. So. Just about 0.02 laps of fuel shy of where we need to be, which can be made up in the pits. Like that is not too bad. That'll be made up in the pits, but I don't know if you can hear the tires just screeching, skidding all the time. The question is, if we were to go to an alternate strategy, which could be the best bet now? Oh, Giotto's out. Giotto is out of the session. Kalamaila promotes to P5, but Giotto is gone. Interesting. Means the gap between me and Ilot is probably big enough for the pit stop. For the extra one, at least.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag here because Giotto is pulled aside with mechanical failure. And we are back green at the Lowe's hairpin. Long stream today. Unless Darn gets back to me, I'll have to check if Darn got back to me actually after this race. See if Darn wants to race two-player career mode. Now, if Darn does want to do two-player career mode, we'll probably end stream after the F2 race, and I'll record. I'm fucking rewinding that. I'll record the two-player career mode and then upload it to probably Twitch and YouTube. But if he doesn't get back to me, then we're just going to continue on with my team. Yeah, the gap to Ilot's now big enough. I'm comfortable with that gap. The question is, can we put it on Schwartzman? I don't think we're going to put it on Daruvaha. We're definitely not going to put it on Sonoda, which is why I want to go to plan B.
We're leading our teammate by 45.1 seconds.
I want the pit window on 22. I don't think that's reasonable. Corner cut? Yeah, corner cut, the same corner I did last time. Fuck yeah, now. Oh. How the tires starting to show a bit of wear. But honestly, the personalized might be better here because the personalized says the tire wear wasn't going to be that bad. And honestly, if it's not, it just feeds into this need or this one for me to go to plan B on the pit strategy. But we'll see. I think we need to, for the sake of not letting Tsunoda get so far up the field. Just remember, we're taking an extra pit stop probably than the rest of the field. So we have to find 30 seconds really between us and the rest of the field to be comfortable to account for the extra pit stop. Right now, we have only found 13 to Tsunoda, who is 11 seconds ahead of his teammate. He is showing really good pace, Tsunoda, around this track. And Colin Milot, who's gained 2 positions with the retirement of Giotto and Mick Schumacher. I think we're definitely going to come out ahead of him still. Probably, if we did take the pit on lap 22, we will probably come out ahead of Schwartzman. But we would probably be racing Daruvla right at exit. I think we need to extend this session, or stint. The other problem we're going to have on our hands is fuel. Said it before. We will keep an eye on it. But fuel is going to become an issue. I think. I'm pretty sure it will be. Now, if we took 2 pit stops, I actually think fuel will be fine. But if we took 1, I think it's going to be close. I think it already is pretty close. We'll see where we're at the end of lap 21, because that'll be the halfway mark of the race. And we entered with, I think, 1.09 or 1.1 extra laps of fuel, so we burn off almost half of it already. The tricky thing is going to be the sprint race too, because even if we show this kind of pace, which is great,
we're approaching the pit window. You'll be on
how
the
do we
super
even
softs.
How do we even overtake in Monaco? Like, really, it comes down to that. How do we even think reasonably about overtaking, assuming we even win this race, about overtaking 7 cars in Monaco? Here I am struggling to think about how I'm going to overtake 1, and that's Yuki Tsunoda. Gap to Ilott is fine. Gap to Schwartzman will be fine. Gap to Daruvla will be 50-50, and it's not a big enough gap to Tsunoda. Unless we want to really see if we can push on the super softs. That's the only other option, is we got to make up 15 seconds between us and Tsunoda on an extra stint on the super softs. Is it possible? Yes. but it would probably include having to actually overtake the man. And I don't know if we can do that.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
You tell me this now on lap 21, Jeff? Like, no shit. And you tell me that as I'm going through the fucking Lowe's hairpin as well. Smack the back end. We're fine.
No tire concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Smack the back end there. We're not fine. We're headed towards disaster. We're flirting with it. Molly Hatchet and everything. So they want to pit next lap. That's when they want to pit. Jeff will be asked for me to come into the pits next lap. We have got half the gap built to Sonoda. There we go.
Box, box. We're coming in this lap.
About 0.04 laps of fuel off from where I would like us to be by the end of the Grand Prix. Or the race, the sprint, the feature race. It's not really the Grand Prix, that's Formula One. I want us to box. Do we box is the question. I think I'm going to go for it anyway. I think the gap to the other cars is fine. I think we can catch up to Sonoda. I think we're going to go box. The softs even aren't that bad. I mean, look at that, 32, 33%. And we do have a used pair to end this race with. Actually, I think we stay out and force Jeff. We're going to stay out. We're going to stay out. We're going to force Jeff onto the alternate strategy. What am I doing going down the first gear there? What the hell am I doing? Get past there, that's for sure. I've clipped the wall. Damn it. Even if it's like just another 5 laps. Fuck you, Jeff. I mean, the gap to everybody's fine except Sonoda. We should have boxed, actually. I don't know. I actually just don't know at this rate what the right call should have been. I was going to wait to see when Sonoda pits behind me and then just come into the pits then. This also gives me... It gives me more options for the sprint race, actually, as well. In all honesty. Because I'm not using an extra pair of tires here. Because it's not like Formula One where you get a number of pair. You really only get your qualifying set, 2 for the feature race, and 1 for the sprint race. You really only have 4 tires for the entirety of the weekend.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
Let's get a full race update.
You are in first position, front of the pack. Tsunoda behind. The gap behind us is 16.7 seconds. They're on old softs. Your pit window is open. Pit window is open. 19 laps to go.
So the window's open, but we stayed out. Trying to increase
the car behind
this
is
gap.
dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
The other thing is we are 40 seconds ahead of ILOT in 5th place, which means the back markers are probably a good minute 10 back, which means we could start to see some traffic here. Maybe that's when we pit. Maybe we run up to the traffic, and instead of having to fight the traffic, we just pit. If we catch up to them in time, of course. I saw them go down the main straight just a few seconds ago, so I think we're only about 20 seconds back from the back markers. You can see on the right-hand side of the mini-map, one just, oh, yeah, that's the second sector. That's not the slow cars. I brushed the wall again. God damn it. Let me check one thing real quick. Very quickly. Oh fuck. Where is it? Where's the search bar? There it is. No, we're good. Okay. We're good. Beg your pardon. Wall. I think I just brushed the wall there. I do want to get a vehicle condition, but I'm in the middle of fucking the worst section to try and attempt to do that with right now.
Tire condition is still looking good.
Car's fine. All right. One's going down the front straight right now. That looks to be the slowest of the back markers. So, might be because of a pit stop. People might be pitting. Tsunoda's increased a huge gap to Darubla, who is 15 seconds back. The Carlin's going to get the 2-3 at this rate, which would put us second place in the team championship, the constructors. We're still gaining on Tsunoda, which is fine. That's good. She got real loose there.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Means we're not going to really get the gap we want for the pit stop. Which means for the extra one, if we were to take it at this rate, I think you just got to abandon it. I question how much quicker we would have been on the super softs than we are on the softs. And then obviously we're 0.3 quicker a lap on the softs. The question is, the qualifying time showed us we were to be about 5 to 6 tenths, minimum half a minute quicker. And I don't think, had I pitted and I come out behind 15 seconds, there would have been enough time to chase him down. I just don't think that was reasonable. So now we're going to go with the one stop. Jeff is yet to suggest an MFD. They still think I'm coming into pit any moment. I actually don't even know when the right moment would be. The softs tend to last about 12 laps, so I think if we can come into pit on like 31 or on 30, something like that, maybe even 29. We still went purple in sector 1. We kind of botched it a bit there in sector 2, I felt like, though. I thought I took a good. I broke real heavy late there. Let's see. Cars skidding everywhere. Come in on 30. But I'm watching Tsunoda to see when he wants to pit. And I know he's got to at some point.
Tsunoda is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 21.0 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 26 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
We know they've got
the
one
time
more
last
stop.
lap was a 1 minute 25.0.
Maybe we run the, I don't know, we'll see. I think 30. I think 30 should be the target lap. We just go to the end. I don't think I'm gonna catch that lap traffic I was talking about. Ooh, man, she got way loose there. I'm telling you, the tires are starting to go. Oh yeah, 41%, they're starting to show somewhere. Slowest car just went down the front straight again. We're still like a good 15 seconds off that car though, I think. Real loose. So the tires are starting to wear because we are starting to feel it in the car especially. Back to Yuki, who's got a lot of good pace this afternoon, but I think we can stay ahead. Oh, he's pitting. Tsunoda's in. Tsunoda is in the pits. Who was that? Football! Let's go AFC. Let's go. Yo, I saw you guys are 3-0 up at half, bro. 3-0, man. What's going on now? Oh, I just fucking take that. We won 3-1. Nice. Over fucking Spurs, mate. Fuck Spurs. I think everybody here can agree. Fuck Spurs. It's over now. Nice. Tsunoda's come out 4th on the super softs. We have got to, we got to pit. We got to come in. We're coming in. We're boxing this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Oh shit, my teammate's in the pits.
Martin is in the pits. Martin in the pits.
Martin's in the pits and I'm about to approach the pit lane. So it's over now. Look, what the fuck? What was that from my team, man?
Complete. Go now.
They were like. We're on the super softs. We're matching Tsunoda because he was the quickest car, or the closest car to us.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Thank you for the subscription, Fipo. Appreciate it. 23 amazing months, my friend. Daruvla pitting. So is Schwartzman. That'll put Tsunoda back in second. You are 10th in the league. Nice. I don't know where we are after we beat Leeds. I think we're like what, like 7th, maybe 6th. That you beating Spurs, I think we leapfrogged them. Tsunoda gained so much time in the pits. If you remember, he was like 21 seconds back, so he gained like 4 seconds on us in the pits. Spurs is 11th. West Ham is 7th, baby. Let's go. We're playing good football, man. I can't believe it. Under Moyes, we're playing good football. After the first spell at the club he had, but I fucking love it, man. It's so fun to watch West Ham right now. It's just so much fun. Now the question becomes, where are we at with fuel? Let's get a full race update in a second here.
You're leading the pack. P1. Tsunoda behind. Our gap behind is 18.8 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 12 laps to go.
He's on fresh super softs. Brighton and Hove could be first tomorrow if they win. Really? Really? Brighton's having that good of a season. And they have Palace tomorrow. I think Palace away.
You're losing 2 seconds a lap to the car behind. 2 seconds.
That's only because of the pit stop. Although Yuki did put in a purple lap, so he has got the fastest lap for an additional, I believe, 2 points. So we're trying to snatch that back off of this lap. Bang! We did.
Approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
I'm not pitting again, Jeff. Yeah, they have 12 points. Wow. What City got? 9? City got 10? I know they beat Chelsea, so Chelsea's like, because Chelsea was doing good. We should have beat Man U. They got a bit lucky. They got 13 points. Oh, so if Brighton wins, they'd have 15. How about that? Ooh, frame drop. I think we have 10. We beat Leicester. We drew to Southampton. We beat Leeds. And we beat whoever our opening day opponent was, I think. So I think we have 10. Man United is in terrible state right now. I mean, yes, but also, like, I think they're going to be fine. I just think they're playing like crap. don't like about using this headset mic is, and maybe it's the age, because the headset is approaching, I want to say 3 years old now. Is the mic, the little mic actually moves around a little bit. So every once in a while it just winds up smacking me in the face and I almost eat the thing, like, which was very reminiscent of my old Turtle Beaches I used to have. But they were not plastic encasing. They were like a, you know, that like stuff that they do to put around wires, you know, that's bendable. I don't know what the material is, nylon, something like that, but that thing, after a while, the mic just wouldn't even stay up. It was just, gravity would just take it every time. And these headphones are starting, I think, to show that. I think these headphones have another year left in them, and then they got to get replaced, which is fine. I can't complain. I got them for free. They've lasted me 3 years. Like, if they do last another year, it would have been 4. They're used almost every single day. Like, been fine. For the squad they have, they are terrible. Yes, I would agree.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
I'm not boxing, Jeff. Jeff wants me to box. But I don't think I have the space between me and Sonoda to warrant boxing. And I think we can stay, we can keep those super softs available for the sprint race. These ones are not really degrading super fast. They're degrading about 3% a lap. And we only have 9 laps to go, so. The big question is going to be fuel. It's going to be fuel. Well, I'm glad you guys won, man. I never mind the Arsenal. I know, like, we're technically rivals, or not rivals, but, you know, London teams, London derby kind of stuff. I know a lot of West Ham fans that genuinely hate Arsenal, but I never mind Arsenal. And I like it when you guys do well because I know a lot of friends who are Arsenal fans. So it's always a pleasure to see you guys doing well. I struggle sometimes when you guys are doing well and West Ham isn't, because a lot of the times I struggled a lot when we were both not doing well. I'll put it that way, because we were in like 16th and I'm like, oh my God, are we going to stay up? And you guys are like, we're having a terrible season, we're 11th. I'm like, guys, West Ham is 16th right now, like, but still. West Ham are just very fun to watch right now. Antonio is like the most underrated striker in the Premier League, really. Nobody puts him anywhere close to being one of the best strikers. And he's never flashy. He's never super flashy. He always just gets the goals that a good ball handling striker should get. That's all it is. West Ham is awesome. Yeah, I love that club so much. I love Antonio as well. I think he's the next West Ham jersey I gotta get. I gotta get it before he leaves the Premier League. Traffic. I am being held up by traffic. I definitely have to get this jersey. That's why I'm like, I would love to see West Ham come play in the States. And they were supposed to, and then COVID happened. But I'm like they would love to play the Union, man. Like, it would just be amazing. I've seen Palace, I've seen Swansea, I've seen Eintracht Frankfurt, I've seen Pumas. And then West Ham went out to, and they were like they weren't even gonna play the Union. They were gonna play something like a North Carolina USL team, and I'm like, bro. They were gonna play like Seattle, and then like a North Carolina USL team, and like that was it. That was their whole US tour, and I'm like, guys. I wouldn't know what section to sit in for that game if they did. Now for a good team, yeah, I know. I wouldn't know if West Ham actually played the Union. I would not know what section to sit in. I don't know if I should go into the away end or if I should go into Markov. Mate, I'm your teammate, for fuck's sake. And I bumped his rear. And I clangered into the wall there. Ay. Delatraz ahead. But yeah, I think it would be a good time if they came and played. I kind of would want to sit in the away end only because I've never experienced sitting in the away end at Union Stadium. I have for DC. And I didn't for Atlanta. I sat with the regular fans in Atlanta because I went with a mixed contingent. But which I am so happy we beat Atlanta last night. Like, oh my God, you have no idea. Those fans online, Atlanta fans at the game, when I went to Atlanta, they were fantastic. They were absolutely lovely, and they look really lovely. I follow a few of them on Twitter, and they're always like tailgating, and it's always a good time. And they always, I've shunted into every single wall there. You know, they always invite opposing fans to tailgate. They bring different vendors as well. Like they'll have different people. It's not like the Union. The Union or not the Sons of Ben. The Sons of Ben tailgate. I'm gonna go on record here and say it leaves a lot to be desired. I'll put it that way. The food's good, but the food is always like burgers and hot dogs. We don't really do anything for the tailgate. It's a gravel parking lot that's unpaved. There's no buildings or anything. It's just kind of shitty. But the Atlanta ones, I'm seeing footage all the time, like multiple people cooking food. One guy's cooking burgers, another guy's cooking like Mexican food, another guy's cooking something else. Like I'm like, oh man, that is the way a tailgate should be. But so yeah, when they were at the game, absolutely, or when I was at the game, absolutely lovely. Online, a lot of the fan base, absolute garbage. And man, were they upset when we beat them last night, which is just so vindicating. Tailgating is such an American thing. It is, but it's a good time. Like, think about it, right? Break it down. It is a very American thing. I do realize that. But who doesn't want to, like, think of it this way. Would you turn down hanging out an extra hour to 2 before the game, and all you do is see friends, catch up, drink beer, and eat barbecue? Like, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad time, right?
Our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
I think we're going to be okay on fuel here, boys and girls. Like, We do that after the game. I mean, you tailgate after the game as well. Usually, if you go and you tailgate, you do it before and after the game because the parking lot takes so long to empty. Like yesterday's game, for example, we sat in the car for 40 minutes before we were out of the parking lot. So usually after the game, you just go and tailgate another hour. Let the lot empty out. I have a theory. Though. I don't know what food is like in stadiums over there, FIPO, so you might be able to actually add, you know, additional context to this, but one of the things that makes tailgating what a lot of Americans do, I guess, is because stadium food is so fucking expensive. Like, a burger and fries, if you make it at home, will cost you like $7 on average. If you eat at a restaurant, it'll cost you like $15 on average. If you eat it at the stadium, it's going to cost you like $25. Like, beer at the stadium is $11 a beer. Like, $11 a beer, and I'm talking like it's $11 a beer for like Busch Light, for like bullshit beer, for not even good beer. Who's paying $11 for fucking Heineken? That's why I think a lot of people like tailgating and why it's become such a big thing over here is because people will buy the food knowing it's cheaper, and then cook it on site. And go like an hour or two early, and then they don't have to eat. They don't have to eat in the game, like, or in the stadium. In the Bundesliga stadium, in my club stadium, it's $3.50 for half a liter. In the Bundesliga, it's $5.50, but you get a pound back, or you get a euro back. Sorry. See, that's relatively pretty cheap. Oh, I'm having a massive lag spike. I have no idea what's going on here, guys. I just had a big spike. Sorry, I don't know what happened. It just lag in the system. But anyway, see, that's cheap. That's one of the things I will give credit to. It's so the club doesn't have to clean up. Oh, that's nice.
Pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
See, that's the one thing I will give credit to Atlanta Stadium. Atlanta, I went down there and a hot dog was $2, and I'm like, it's about reasonable. You'd pay that pretty much everywhere you go, like for a basic hot dog, usually about $2. A beer was $5, like a soda was $3, like nothing super inflated, everything pretty reasonable. It was actually really nice. But yeah, the Union, it's bad. Darn! The man, the myth, the legend.
Your final lap of the race.
Thank you for the follow, my friend. Hope you're well. We were talking about the difference between football in America and in Europe. I was actually going to check the Discord to see if you replied to me after this race. And I have to sneeze. Oh man, that was a lot of sneezing. So much so that I'm still recovering. Perfect timing, I guess. Yeah, right? So, I do have to do the sprint race at some time today, which I can do after we do two-player career mode. If you're down, I'm down. You let me know, Darn. And what's a good time for you if you're still up? I didn't see your reply yet, so. Oh boy. But yeah. I'm getting the red light for fuel, but I think we're okay. We're just okay. We look at Harry when we were on the softs. I know that. The softs were chewing so much fuel up, but I guess we got a lot back with the pit stop, and the super softs aren't really demanding that much. So I'm just going to shunt the wall one last time, shall I? I think it's fine. We're right here at the start, at the finish line anyway, so. Wanted to do a two-stopper, but we switched to a one because we were afraid about Sonoda's pace. We win Monaco, the feature race.
Jeff, I want a pizza, Jeff.
I have 2 full hours ahead of me, so we should be good for at least one race, depending on the duration.
Drive. Just fantastic. You deserve that.
All right, well, I will clean up here, GG, and I'm not going to stream it, but I am going to record it. And then I'll come back for all the rest of the action on stream after we're done the 2-player career mode.
Very important win, nonetheless.
Win. I want my pizza, Jeff. Give me that fucking pizza. Nicely done.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them
Of course,
today.
both Carlin drivers are 2 and 3.
difficult
Like,
race.
I can't get anything going in the Constructors' Championship. Like, we just, every time I make up ground, they just pull me back. And it's, I mean, I'm getting no help from the teammate, obviously. I think this is another race he's gone without points. So, Markelov not scoring anything, I'm pretty sure. So, Carlin should overtake us with this because I think it's 18 and, 33 points for them? And we're only going to nail 26, so. There we go. And then 42, lots of points. Nice. You can call me in Discord when you're ready. By the way, darn, what's your podium pass at? Because I'm about to be like 27, mate. 26, okay. There we go. Almost 30 already,
And
which
now,
is nice.
let's take a look at the driver's stand. Duchess increases their championship
So
lead.
we increased the
And
lead.
now,
I mean,
Davide
we almost
second.
ran
Let
the
me
time.
ask
Look
you,
at that,
who was your
59.23.
driver?
So.
Difficult call, but I'd say Marcus Armstrong. He
But
was committed
Schumacher
the entire race,
DNF,
and
Giotto
it's paid
DNF,
off
Galil
with the result.
20th,
And
Nissani
here's how
19th,
things are shaping
Markelov
up in the team
18th.
standings.
He finished
Carlin
exactly where he
moves to the
qualified.
top of the table. There was also a strong showing for
Delatraz
the virtuosi team today as they
is
make their
in
way
17th,
up the
Samaya
standings.
16th,
After
Zhao
all this
15th,
drama,
Sato
you'd be mad not
14th.
to join
Almost
us for the
everybody
next
moved
race.
up because,
We hope to see you then.
I mean, Giotto
Take
was
care.
running 5th and Schumacher was running 2nd. So pretty much everybody moved up in the field at some point in time from a qualifying position. Of course, our teammate didn't because he's absolute ass. I was at 30 on the first pass in like 3 days. Wow, really? I'm only at 20 for now, I think. Yeah, I do a lot of racing. Somebody, I think it was Firefox, was like, I was only 17. I'm like, dude, I had max prestige on the past one. Nikita 13th. Lundgaard is 12th. PK 11th. The MP Motorsports do well here. Both Matsushita and Drogovic score more points for them as well. ART get Marcus Armstrong into 8th from 13th. Dan ticked him up 1 to 7th. Aitken did very well for Campos, up 3 positions into 6th. Good points for Campos there. Uni Virtuosi get good points from Colomila. Robert Schwartzman finishes 4th. Then, of course, Drew Lisanodi and us. So, driver standings were 50 points in the lead over Yuki Tsunoda in the Carlin. Everyone else is pretty distant. Has to be said, our teammates down to 17th. But no points from him so far in the Constructors means we fall 1 point back behind Carlin after the feature race in Monaco. We have the sprint race still. Of course, Tsunoda will start 7th, Daruvla 6th. We are going to start 8th, so we have a chance to overtake them on track immediately in the sprint race. We'll see how that goes. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end stream. I'm going to go record this 2-player career mode, and then we will come back whenever Darn's basically done absolutely kicking my ass. Because this man has won a race in AOR. And I was talking, I'm at like 107% at best on some tracks. And this man has won a race in EU AOR in F1. So he is absolutely going to clap my cheeks, more so than the walls of Monaco did. Do not overestimate me, Cap. Nice. So I'm going to log into 2-player career. By the way, which one do you want to do? Do you want to do contracts or do you want to do co-op? Let me get on the Discord. Let me end the stream so I can actually have the internet to play. and then get on the Discord call, and we can sort it all out. But anyway, we'll be back later, guys. Don't worry. A continuation of this stream with the sprint race for Monaco, and we're also going to do Wolves Angels F1 team at Spain the whole race weekend. Practice 1, practice 2, practice 3, qualifying 1, qualifying 2, qualifying 3, and the race as well. But yeah, definitely check the Twitter. We will post again when we go live again. Thank you for watching. Big thanks, by the way, Darn, for stopping by. Big thanks, Fipo, for the subscription, for stopping by. Big thanks to Gockrix as well. Much, much appreciated. Ping was here at the very beginning of the stream. Super appreciated to everybody who lurked as well. It was wonderful having you. Again, we'll be back in probably 2 to 3 hours' time with the rest of the sprint race in Monaco and the F1, the My Team for Spain. Until then, take care. Have a good afternoon.